Welcome to my first SNK versus Capcom Card Fighters DS video. I'm guessing there's not much demand for videos of this game, but I couldn't find a whole lot out there when I looked, so I wanted to create some myself, in case there are any more people like me looking for more content for this kind of obscure card game for the DS. So first I'm going to be going through the story mode here. I'll probably be doing that 2 playthroughs, one from the SNK side and the other for the Capcom side. And then after that, make some videos like showcasing some of my favorite decks. So yeah, we're gonna get into it here. There's some kind of nonsense going on about a tournament, and apparently I forgot to register, so we're gonna do that now. Gonna go ahead and name my character Twonky. And of course, we gotta go with the robot head. And apparently you click settings to save your changes, because, you know, that makes sense. Apparently Kato hasn't lost to us yet, so that's cool. No one's listening to you, Rico. Something about male bonding, something about a tournament. Apparently the tournament's today! We got a book! Whew, we made it. We're able to ditch school, make it to the tournament in the card tower, where there's rumblings and mumblings going on. And Makito created a card system called Max to unite the world's card fighters. And apparently it's gonna like track card data and stuff or something. And something's flashing, something's going on. Rico's gone. Apparently everyone disappeared, but us. And Kato's dad is gone too. Apparently Max controls all the card fighters around the world. And he's going to use them to conquer the world. So you could say the stakes are pretty high here. That this computer's going to conquer the world with a children's card game. And Kato must go fight card battles to stop the computer. And we will be following along as well. But first, we must meet this cool dude. And this is the shopkeeper. But we don't have any money yet, so we can't actually buy anything. something about rankings, but not actually being able to see the rankings because of the max system shutting things down, so I don't know. Blah blah blah, I'm sorry I clicked on that. But now we're done talking to him, so we can go up the elevator. And there's not really much customization you can do with your deck right away, so we're just going to kind of jump into some games here. And Nana is going to let us go first. Alright, what do we got here? We have Sorry, which is an action card that gives 100 points of damage to something, so that's not very good. Placid Prayer. Restores 300 HP, but it's a okay, it's an action card. That's not terrible. We have T-Hawk. 300, 700, not bad. And we can actually play him. He costs 4 of any color. We only have 3, but we can discard cards to generate more. There aren't... Well, let's see. We have Urian. There aren't a whole lot of green cards in this deck. There's a few, but... let's see, that one's a yellow... I guess if we were to discard Sorry, we can get Urian out. Which seems probably like the best move. Oh wait, Sorry is blue. Oh, never mind. Whoops. Oh well, we're just gonna get T-Hawk out. And that's pretty much all we can do. No, that's yellow. I know what I was thinking. Oh. That's pretty much it. This isn't a great hand. They've already got 3 guys out. Okay, so... what is her ability? Discards 3 cards, you get 5 Force icons. It's not great. We're just going to use him for Force and get Sakura out there, because we need to commit more stuff to the board. Next turn we can probably go for Mr. Big. And apparently the AI doesn't want to attack us. Ooh, this one's good. So Rose costs 2. She's a 2/2, so not very great. Or 200, 200. I'm just going to abbreviate these to leave out the hundreds, because it's simpler. But she outputs 3 yellow force, so she is great. I'm just going to get her out there and then not really worry about anything else. My characters are pretty good on defense. And we have some attackers coming in. We have a 2/3 and a 2/1. So not very good attacks here. We can take both of those guys down. Oh, there we go. This guy's pretty great. 4/3 for only 1. That's the kind of card I can get behind. We're going to use her for Force, because that's what she's best at. And get out Mr. Big. And then a lot of these cards are kind of useless, so we're actually going to be able to make good use of Mr. Big's ability, which is draw 1 card from your hand and discard it, otherwise discard a card. And we get to choose 1 character in Ring to raise its BP by 300 points. So that's pretty awesome. And I think we're going to just kind of sit here on defense. Yeah. And no attacks. And they discarded cards for some reason. I don't know why. This guy's pretty good. So he has a trigger. The triangle is an ability that you can trigger when they enter the field. So for him, if you pay 3 extra, his battle power doubles if they have 3 or more characters. So let's get some force. Let's go ahead and get him out. Power him on. So now he's an 8/5 basically. So what do they got? 5/4, 5/4, 4/4, 4/4. So I guess I can make some favorable trades with these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and attack with them. T-Hawk is down to 500 HP. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Mr. Big's power on himself. We're going to discard that guy because we can't even play him. And raise Mr. Big's battle power to 500. Those are both trades I'm totally fine making. Alright, so we have 400 and T-Hawk has 500 HP, so that's a pretty easy block there. No one dies though. I maybe should have used Mr. Big's ability on T-Hawk. What does this guy do? 3/6. Roll the die, you get green force for each number that you roll. Don't really think I care about using that guy for his ability. Alright, so here I think I'm gonna sacrifice T-Hawk to do a combination attack. So it costs 8 force to do that. And when they block, only the number 1 character takes the damage. So if you have a guy with high power like Don Lone over here, it's a good way to like basically sacrifice other characters instead of him and get damage through. Any leftover damage gets dealt to the player when they block if you do a combination attack. They've got a bunch more dudes out there, but they only have 2 blockers this turn. What is this? 3/5, 2/2. Nothing too threatening. Let's keep getting force with that. We'll get our own Momoko out there. And I'm just gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and attack with everything. Just keep the pressure on. I have no idea what that dice roll did. I should look at that up. Yeah, they're staying back on the defensive, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Can I look at their discard? I can't. Okay. Alright, so if I have 800 plus 500, 1300. I think this will do it. I'll send those guys in for good measure, just in case. I think they're going to be dead from this attack, though. Yep. So it took longer than I was hoping for, but our hand was pretty slow. And she's gonna just not say anything and disappear. And move on to the next strange person here. Goo-hoo-hoo! Hee hee hee! You me battle! Sure. And they're gonna make us go second. Oh, sorry about the stuttering there. So, Fiona here is my favorite card to get first turn. She's amazing. Only costs 1. She's only a 2/2, but she has output force of 3. So if we use her for force, she's generating 3 force for us. So our next turns are going to be pretty good. This guy is also generic force here. And yeah, like we're going to be able to get this guy up pretty quickly, and he's kind of a powerhouse early in the game. That'll be it for now. So they drew first blood, but we are gonna storm right back here. Yeah. With Victor and also Blanca. I'll leave Atomic Guy back on. Well, no, we're just gonna go for it. He's not putting on very much pressure. And we've got a 700, 900 guy up here. I'd rather get this game over with as quickly as possible. Yeah, he's not even going to attack anyway. We got Carol here. She lets us discard action cards to get 3 green force. It's not the worst, but the main thing she does here is she helps power up Clark. So Clark has an ability, and he gets an extra 200 BP for all our character cards in our hand that have less than 300. So right now that's an extra 400 because of the Servbot and Carol. So that's pretty great. Don't really care about using her ability. I'll just go ahead and get her on the field. And then let's attack with these two. Yeah, Victor is an absolute beast. I don't actually care about defending. I have enough power out here that I can just overrun this guy. again. Sorry about that. Not sure why it's stuttering like that. Yeah, this guy's a 6'3". Pretty good. I'm not going to worry about her ability. I'll try it, actually. Why not? Alright, that wasn't worth it, but oh well. We're just gonna attack with everyone. Those two will trade, and then they'll be taking... I think they'll be taking lethal. You should have blocked either Victor or Clark. Yeah, it's over. Alright, we have a 200 or 200 gold. Whatever the currency in this game is. That guy's not right in the head. Alright. He's also completely disappeared. Card battle. Who is this clown? Seriously. Alright, we're going first with Fiona. This is gonna be... We're gonna get some good cards out here. Let's see, Carol... She's kind of... Wait, what does she do? Yeah, she's the one we discard action cards. Not particularly useful. So any card you can discard, and you get a force icon for whatever that card's color is. So I was able to discard a green card to be able to pay for... Sorry, I love the AI here. What did they... They played this guy and they discarded 3 green cards. For no apparent reason. Weird. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use, let's see, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy for force to get Miles out. And then we'll also get out Mr. Big here. And that'll kind of help us set up our next few turns. And he's attacking with E-Honda, even though E-Honda's more of a defensive tank. It's like a 300, 800. So he'd actually be really good on defense against me right now. Yeah, but you know what? We're just gonna go in. I think I'm actually gonna use Mr. Big's ability. We're gonna discard Servbot because he's kind of useless, and we're gonna power up Miles here. Let's get some more force. Get Kojiro out. Let's get Blanca out. And attack. And he does not come charging in this time, though it's probably too late, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for this guy to win. I'm gonna go ahead and pump that guy. And we'll just swing in. And this is game. Whoops. That didn't happen. Alright. And who is this? It is a boss. Boss fight. Everyone's bonkers. They all want a battle. I wonder if it has something to do with Max, the crazy machine that plans on taking over the world through card battling. I don't know. Seems like kind of a stretch to me. Who are you, Sonny? Evil forces are at work here. Who are you, Gramps? Alright. What a crock. You're nothing but a simple old codger. So apparently, the main character in this game that you control is a jerk who does not respect the elderly. Fantastic. This card hermit was apparently a legendary fighter. And you continue to make fun of him for being old. Calling him a decrepit old fossil. He apparently knows Kato's father. He apparently trained Kato's father. All the people have been brainwashed by Max. That's how Max is going to take over the world, by brainwashing all the card battlers. And they're going to card battle everyone to death. Alright. So despite us being rude, the Hermit's agreeing to challenge us to see if we're prepared to take on the rest of the tower. And he's going to let us go first. Okay. Pretty good hand here. We have Fiona first turn, which, as you know, is fantastic. We have another force generator for next turn. And this guy will provide a green, so we can get him out next turn. So, pretty decent start, considering we're still just using the basic deck that they start you with. This guy has a triggered ability, so the blue is ability that triggers when certain conditions are met, or that the circle is. You still have a force cost for it, so when he enters the ring, damage from each player's action is raised by 100. Or we don't have any action cards that deal damage. So we'll get him out, and I'm going to go ahead and get her out for more force generation, and we'll go ahead and start attacking. He's got a pair of 5/4s though, so we're already down to 10 life. Might need to play a little bit defensively here. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and use her for force. I'm going to... How much force is this guy's ability? Okay, it's 2 green. We can't really use his ability yet. So I'm going to get this guy out. And we'll get this guy out too. We just kind of need to fill the board with people. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Because we need to defend, or else we're dead. And he's going to attack with that one. I'm going to go ahead and just take him down with my 600 guy. So a pretty good exchange for us. Alright, we got Mr. Big. What does this guy do? Choose one of your card cards and knock it out. This guy's says your BP. It means this character's BP rises by the amount of BP on that card. Okay. Huitzel can KO any character, so he's actually pretty decent. That guy's lame, and she's just a 5/4. Okay. So, let's get some force. Let's get Mr. Big out here. And I'm gonna go ahead and generate force with this guy, so we can activate Bliston's ability. It makes our opponent discard one of their cards. Of our choice, actually. Alright, both counter cards. Yeah. So basically your opponent is never ever going to use counter cards. It's just not built into their programming. Alright, we're at a little bit of a stalemate here. I might start doing some combo attacks just to get through. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Mr. Big's power. We can't even play this card because it's red. I'm gonna go ahead and buff Yang here. And then we'll do a combo attack with this guy and Yang. And since number 1 takes damage, Yang will live even though he's at only 100 HP. And he's not doing anything. I think the smart choice would be to use the Huitzel to take down Yang, because I'm just going to keep doing combo attacks like that. Alright, let's use his power. And we're going to boost Yang again and do the same thing. Which I think this is going to be enough damage to take him down. Oh yeah. Card Hermit defeated. Alright, so Card Hermit warns us that when we ascend the tower, there will be plenty of brainwashed people in our way. Also, there are 2 routes to take, an SNK route and a Capcom route. I forgot which is which. I'm gonna go the right path. We also got an Akuma card, which is a decent card, but it has 3 red in its cost, so we can't really actually use it. But might end up using it later on. How does this old man know so much? He's only a legendary card fighter from back in the day that was undefeated. Alright. And he apparently has a bad feeling that he didn't tell us about. What do we do? There's 2 elevators here, and only 2 of us. Maybe we both take one of the elevators. Also, if we have to ascend the card tower, does it matter which route we go as long as we get to the top? Oh boy. You've got him all in a lather. Whatever that means. Alright. So I'm going to end the video here. Oh, we also got the Sad Silver deck, which is the deck that the Card Hermit was using. So that's kind of cool. you actually get to play with the decks of the bosses, assuming you actually have the cards. So down to Mix 2, we can see we have the Sad Silver deck. We only have 2 cards from it so far. I'm not sure whose deck this is. It's probably like either Kaito or Riku. But anyway, I think we're going to buy our first pack next time just to see if we can change up our deck a little bit. And I think I might also see if there's like a fast forward button on this emulator so we can kind of skip through the boring parts of the battle. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty long way to the top. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.